Wow. What is going on, everybody? So, Lousy Kids, right back at you. We know we had a long break, but we try to save this video up for a really special one. Today we're going to be not deep diving, but we're going to be talking about Joker and how, I don't know, how it just played out in our brains, honestly. We got the new poster up, as you guys can see. Finally, we've had this banner up we've had it for so long, just put it up. And so here we are with my little brother.
What's up, guys?
Saros. Yes. Dylan Perry, as usual. And me, Noel. Hi.
How's everyone doing?
Okay, so.
We're going to start this at the start right now. We're going to start spoiler-free, so we'll go around spoiler-free discussion. Yeah. And then we'll give a full spoiler warning when we're going to deep dive into spoilers, because you got to talk spoilers with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because there's honestly not that much to talk about without spoiling anything.
Yeah, honestly, like what people have already been saying in like the media and stuff like that. And if you've watched like reviews on it without spoilers already, there's probably going to be there really isn't much to talk about that you guys already don't know about Joker and his story and the mental awareness.
This is not a comic book movie.
A whole bunch of
It's
stuff.
not.
Either.
Not even close.
It's really not. And it's amazing what they did.
It is so good, but like Noel, when it was over, he's like, "Did you even like the movie? You looked bored the whole time." Literally, my face was just so intensely watching because it's so dark.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is dark, and the only time I changed facial expressions is because I made a joke to my buddy Will, who watched the movie with us.
Yeah.
But besides that, it was just
super
serious.
deep, dark, like anything you can put in there. It's honestly, it's really diving deep into Joker's background and how basically he became what he is, this insane loon that basically started an uprising with all his what are they called, goons?
Yeah, goons.
But the cool thing is that they took the comic book character and took it out of like a comic book type realm and said, like, he's not falling on the acid. Like, this is, if a Joker was a real life person, like, this is how that shit would go down.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if Joaquin Phoenix doesn't get nominated for an Oscar for this movie, it's rigged.
Oh yeah,
like, that's
rigged.
Stop all this. Oh my god, Robert Downey Jr. should get nominated for Endgame. Bullshit. No, this is the performance. I would say win, but I'm not gonna push that on. But that's pretty much my whole thing. Eros?
Yeah. Definitely one of the best performances I've seen in a movie. And Joaquin Phoenix, he just brought a character so intense and like
you never felt like a break out of the movie. Even though the movie is a slow burner for sure, there was so many parts of that movie where like the music elevates a little bit. I felt like I never even like blinked for a second.
Yeah, Joker
There's
really
just times where you're just like,
no, yeah, seriously, like you said, slow burner. Joker really is. You see Joker being created in the whole movie. The whole background. He starts off like being mentally ill, which you find out otherwise, and going deeper into the movie, which is like semi-spoiler. But you kind of get the picture. So that's basically what goes down. He is basically created in the movie in a realistic point of view. Like with all the mental illness that he has, and just how he gets popular and gets people behind him, just by being made fun of.
I feel like that's even a little too far.
Yeah.
So, with you guys ready? Hop in the spoilers.
I think we can go a little longer without it.
Okay, you got it.
What do you want to add?
I mean, I loved.
All right.
First of all, all the shots in the movie, the visuals were gorgeous.
I love. This is super like nerd movie, but I love the color scheme throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice, and what I also really enjoyed about the movie was, like, yeah, the pacing was slow, but it always keeps you,
Dude,
like, on
it's
your
so
toes.
weird. Like, it's slow, but you're also, you never want to take your eyes off the screen.
Yeah.
Because you feel like every little bit of dialogue, you're like, you need to hear it, and this was gonna be my last spoiler-free point. Is like, this movie is so fucking good. But one thing it's the movie, my most loved movie that I dislike the most. Like, I don't plan on watching this movie again for 5 years, just because the way I felt after seeing this was just unsettling.
Yeah.
But in such a good, fucked up way.
Yeah.
This is like, I would recommend it to everybody, but like if you're not into any, like, this movie's dark, man.
It's very
so if you
dark,
got a soft heart like I do, it's tough.
I never got this feeling after a movie, but first of all, this movie like puts you in a different like mood after that I haven't had in any
sat
other
there,
movie.
We know there's not a post-credit scene, but we sat there with very few words between us and just watched all the credits. It was
like
intense.
it was very intense. It was like very like raw as a movie. And I honestly didn't even know what to think about it. I had this weird feeling like butterflies in my stomach after the movie. I don't know, like that's just like the closest thing I can compare it to.
It's hard to explain like how you're feeling. Like, even throughout the movie, I was just kind of sitting there like, what do I like? How am I feeling? It's just it's so weird.
There was literally just times where my jaw is just like,
like,
and
it made me nervous, like, at some point.
Party foul.
Where I'm like I didn't know like what he was gonna do. You really don't know what he was exactly gonna do.
Dude, yeah, it was pretty unpredictable.
It just hits you right in the face.
That, like, my phone dinging just reminded me. I got like 4 notifications at once on my phone, and I was like, dude, what the fuck's going on? I check and I was like, it's 12:30 right now. We are an hour and a half into this movie. And just let you viewers know, it is 3:00 in the morning. We are recording this right now.
Yeah.
Thursday night, we were like, dude, we have to go see this thing. And I'm so glad we did.
No, and okay, so back to the point where it's like it's a slow rising movie. The whole last half hour of the movie was crazy, and you see the Joker building, and honestly, I couldn't resist comparing him to the video game Arkham Asylum, and how his first of all, how he dances a lot, and just his body moving, like just the moves that he makes and how he laughs. He progressed on his Joker laugh throughout the whole movie.
But it was always there, which I liked.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm crazy all of a sudden, here's my Joker laugh. Like, it's established. Right in the beginning, he's laughing a lot.
He became more comfortable with his laughter as the movie went on.
Yeah, which
is basically a good introduction to the spoilers.
Nice. And to start it off, first 30 seconds of the movie, did you catch the Easter egg right in the beginning?
I did not.
Right?
Wait, let me think.
By the way, guys, pause the video if you want to go.
Oh, yeah, facts. Yeah.
All right.
Spoilers.
Pause the video.
Go see the movie if you can, if you can handle it.
If you don't want to look any further, like and subscribe right now. Maybe leave a comment on what we should do different.
Wow.
But
we're looking for pointers. Wow, what a change.
But anyways.
Tell us if we suck.
Tell us if we suck. We actually love hearing that. But give us a good reason. Don't just tell us we suck.
So, during that little intro, like the news about like the disease or sickness that's like taking over.
Yeah.
Nolan Street was the name of the street he referenced in that.
Really?
What is Nolan Street?
Christopher Nolan, who directed the Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh.
Caught that right off the bat. First 30 seconds of the movie.
He's my favorite director.
That's
ever.
Bold.
I love him.
I quick point, but we got to move on right after.
Yeah.
Movie with Tom Hardy, the war movie. What was it called?
Oh, Dunkirk.
Sucked.
Really?
Sucked. Trash.
It was really
okay,
slow.
Let's move on. Mm-hmm. So, I just wanted to make sure I brought that up right away because I was so hyped that I caught that. But I don't really know how we transition to this right now. Like,
So
there's so much to talk about.
Let's just start from like the beginning. So, Joker is a clown, and he does a little bit of comedy on the side. He's not looked. Everybody thinks of him as this crazy guy, and he is literally mentally ill. He does this weird thing where he just keeps laughing at whatever is not funny, and every time he gets nervous,
that fucking card was freaking funny to me. Dude, that
he passes out a card to people who don't know, or like when he's the bus scene that you guys saw in the trailer, he was actually playing with a kid or making facial expressions at the kid, and after he got told off by his mother, he actually couldn't stop laughing uncontrollably, and all he could do was pass her this card that said, my apologies for
I have a condition about all the laughter.
Yeah, for my laughter, and like that's the condition that he has.
I mean, hopefully if you made it this far, you've seen the movie, because go see it. So, but that scene, like, that's where I saw that scene in the trailer. Like, I was like that's just tough. Mm-hmm. Literally the only way to describe it is just that's tough.
And like, you know what I love? Like, while he's laughing, like, you can see that, like, he hates it.
Yeah, he's like choking on his own.
Yeah,
and it's so intense.
Like, he's trying so hard to stop, but it keeps going, and like the look in his eyes, even though like you can't really see it that much, but like you can tell, like, he's like, God, I hate
to keep saying like intense so much, but that's literally just like the entire thing is just intense.
It's such a good, accurate build-up to everything. That uncontrollable laugh. He, as a kid, was beaten, and his dad left him at a young age. His mom.
I was surprised they gave us that detail.
No. Like, his dad didn't leave him at a young age.
It wasn't his actual dad.
He was abandoned.
What do you mean he was abandoned?
He was abandoned, and his...
No, because his mom was there. His dad left. His mom was always there. He was adopted by his mother, but his dad just left.
Well, no, the stepdad, like, beat the shit out of him.
The stepdad beat him, but in the papers, so later on in the movie, he goes to Arkham Asylum.
You don't have to explain it. I mean,
he gets those files, and he looks, and it says, for the name of the child, said unknown. Was abandoned. Like that.
Because he was adopted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's how he was adopted, because they didn't know who he was. He was just abandoned.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, well, you're thinking of it as a different, but I'm talking about how he grew up, and honestly, it's just that's why he has all these crazy things and things messed up with him, is because he just had a really disgusting, terrible childhood, and his mom actually brainwashed him into thinking he had a mental illness. The uncontrollable laugh, but I believe that she brainwashed him to think that as long as you laugh and keep a smile on your face, that everything will be okay.
I didn't even think about
and
that.
I think I think that's where he got it from.
Wow, I didn't even fucking think about that.
Yeah.
And to the viewers, we have tried to keep as little conversation as possible about the movie while we were driving back and everything set up.
They also
that was my point of view on that.
They said he received brain trauma as well.
And that from the beatings,
because is one of the reasons also why he has those uncontrollable laughs.
In my head, I was like, he probably just has a condition where he just laughs all the time, and that's why his mom was like, "Oh, he's always a happy boy."
Mm-hmm. They found him tied up
as
a kid. They found him tied up. It was like on the news.
Tied up to a radiator.
Yeah.
Tied up to a radiator, beaten. And I'm pretty sure
that was a stepdad or whatever. Even if they were, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the mother would just stand there, like not interfering with anything. She would just watch.
Dude, so then when you find out she was like in Arkham Asylum and you saw all that, I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy stuff, man. And she was mentally ill herself. Basically carried it, put it down on her son, which was the Joker. What kind of like took a toll on the movie, I believe, was when he was given a gun by his. So it's like
his coworker.
It's his coworker. He works at a clown company, and they do comedy and like shows and stuff for little kids. And he was given a gun, and this altercation in the train with 3 drunk guys. They're all young, and like it made the news
they're
afterwards.
Frat boys. They're frat boys.
Yeah, basically. I don't know what they're doing in fucking Gotham.
They work for Wayne Industries.
Oh, well, boom. Like, well,
but imagine,
I'm sure Joker didn't know that.
Yeah,
but
frat boys.
Yeah, so they also in the trailer, this is when they beat him up. During while they were like beating him up, he actually pulled out the gun that was given to him, shot him all. Shot him all 3. Actually chased the last one.
That's what
down.
That's what I was surprised about.
And dude,
I was like, I thought he was just gonna shoot those guys and let the other guy crawl off and then just dip. Then they're gonna be like, dude, some clown just fucking shot us up.
That's where I think that's where like the peak of his break of being like so closed off to the world.
And that's when he
was there. I think
that's when he stormed in and fucked his neighbor.
Yeah.
Which that reveal was weird.
No, but hold on. But before you say that, like what I'm trying to say is like when he killed those people, I think that it really like flipped a switch in his brain that told him that he actually likes this, and he's fucking lunatic.
He found something that made him happy finally after a life of not being happy.
The great/horrible thing about this movie is that it made you feel like happy for him in a way. You're like, yeah, you get him.
Yeah, dude. It was...
But then you think about it and you're like, wow, he's a fucked up person.
That's what's weird about just villain movies in general. Like,
yeah.
Because they make your protagonist really be the antagonist.
And then you start thinking about the things they're gonna do in the future, and you're like, God, why am I going for this guy?
That's what.
But you can't stay away from it.
There was a lot, not a lot, but like there was twists and turns to the movie. I was just saying in the non-spoiler part, but like I feel like saying the twists and turns is spoilers. But I feel like there was twists and turns that I just wasn't expecting to take. Like, just the whole ending where he has basically that whole cult just started up. Mm-hmm. Like, I was not expecting that at all. Or just his whole plot with his neighbor.
Yeah.
And stuff with his mom. There was just, like, twists and turns. And then just when you thought it was fucked up enough, they had to make it a little more fucked up.
So, so he went and barged in his neighbor, which was... her neighbor that he was I think that he fell in love with her. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm still convinced that he killed her.
Yeah, no, he definitely killed her.
Yeah, right?
When he was in that room, definitely. No way he didn't kill her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think he for sure killed her. I don't know. I think it was just like the rampage that he was going on.
Because like when you think about it, you know when the 2 guys from... Ha-Ha's that where you used to work at.
I was about to bring that up too.
He didn't kill the midget. And
he was like, you're the only one that was nice to me.
He was always nice to him. And the woman that Zazie Beetz portrays, I don't know her name, and I never really paid attention to that part. But
I don't think she ever said her name.
Right?
The whole thing.
It was weird. She never...
But you knew her... Yeah. You knew the actress's name?
Yeah, Zazie Beetz. She was Domino in Deadpool.
Oh, facts. Wow.
Yeah. She was never mean to him either. She like showed him love.
True.
So,
but the way he like stormed out of that room after,
like it definitely puts up questions. But I don't think he did that because he really would have no reason to hurt her.
And with that note, we got to go to break. All right, we are back from our quick little break that we have to take. It's mandatory. But we were talking quickly on the break. You brought up the cops, and that reminded me that they...
What cops?
Like, just the detectives that were going after him. But, like, the movie, they throw it back. I don't remember what year this was taking place.
Like in the 80s.
Yeah.
I think 84.
But they just did... Like, the whole thing fit really well in the time. Like, that it wouldn't have worked in today just because of a lot of the events that happened. Like, he doesn't get away with the shooting. But you could, in a shit run Gotham, you can get away with. And a lot of other shit. Like, you're not getting away from the cops nowadays. So just like, it took in the perfect place and time. The whole setting of bringing down Gotham and how that Gotham really being a character, which it is in like every Batman movie.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Just
they do a good job with that.
Gotham being its own character really throughout the whole thing. Your
And,
main
like,
characters being Joker and Gotham.
Yeah. And
I
like
love that.
after he did all those crimes, well, after he did the first crime with killing the guy and then he's trying to get away with it, I'm like, dude, there's so much evidence that he was the shooter.
Yeah.
Like you got first the people that said it was a clown. He dropped the revolver at that kid's hospital, the bullet in the wall, and getting fired.
And also
from-
there was a point I meant to bring up earlier. That guy, the fat guy that worked at the place,
Mhm.
he put that gun on him to get him fired. Like that was his whole plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he even like ratted him out.
Oh yeah, he ratted him out
Yeah.
about.
So that was his whole plan,
Yeah.
which is just weird.
Well, I mean, like he, everyone knew that he was a fucking crazy guy.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, and he was already on thin rope with his boss, because he did some dumb shit
my gosh.
beforehand that they already knew about.
And another thing, I want to know Joaquin Phoenix's diet that he did.
Oh my god.
He looked terrible.
Yeah, he was very skinny.
Like
And like
dude,
his body, like
It
his
just looked-
movements that he did, like all crouched down and like.
he
When
looked
had
just
his arms up
disfigured.
like that, and you could
And
see
just,
the
like-
ribs just popping out.
Dude, that like, oh my god.
Or when he was like trying to
dude.
like rip the boot apart.
Yeah.
He was like
Oh,
scrunched
it
over
looked
and just
so
like
gross.
weird.
Oh.
Another thing I noticed was when he went to go answer the door when his two buddies came over to visit him, you could see his collarbone and his shoulder blade just popping out of his back. It's just like
Oh man, I saw that kill coming as soon as they walked in.
Oh yeah, I thought they were both going down.
Mhm.
Dude. Oh
Yeah.
Another thing. I totally non PC, but that midget joke was fucking funny.
it was, dude.
Do you play is miniature golf or just regular golf? Shit had me dead. And also that one stand-up guy when he was going to do stand-up, that parked car joke,
Yes.
freaking funny.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna park in the handicap spot. I hope no one sees. That was good. Like that is quality comedy right
Oh, yeah.
there.
Yep.
The comedy well timed throughout the movie. The one thing when the midget went for the lock and he couldn't get it, I
Yeah.
thought that was a little badly timed just because how intense like what just happened.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I guess it worked.
But it's a good way of showing how like he's still not completely insane, because like he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm still gonna help you, buddy," and he gives him a little kiss on the head. He's like, "You're never mean to me." I was like, it's so weird. He's so psychotic, but he's got like a soft spot for the midget.
So,
Little person.
dude, oh my god. So,
For the little person.
but going into the final act of this movie, Robert De Niro did great
He did.
throughout the entire movie.
I wanted to see
Like
more
him
of
just playing off the band, it felt pretty organic to like a late night show host.
Yeah.
But what are your guys' thoughts on that just ending show? Just basically the whole end of the movie.
Dude, it was wait, the end of the show, like the
End of the show
the
leading
laugh-
into the end of the movie.
Dude, honestly, oh man, that was my favorite part of the whole movie. It put a smile to my face when he fucking shot him. And I felt psychotic when I like saw him shoot him, bro. But like, dude, honestly, I've been wanting to say this for the whole time, but it like brought joy to me that like there's a movie out about a villain, and like I said before, like the whole Arkham Asylum video game, Joker is this like mischievous, like crazy fucking guy that like kills random people and just does whatever he wants. And for him to be in live television and him just smiling afterwards, even like danced in front of the camera.
That I was about to
afterwards.
say, grabbing the
Shot him
camera
twice.
after.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That made me think
Yeah.
of Heath Ledger
Yeah.
when he was filming that one Batman imposter.
Yeah.
And he just grabs the camera, has it all up on his face. I was like, I love that. That's so Joker.
That was a cool touch. Yeah, and then he shoots him again. He's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you."
Yeah.
Shoots him
Yeah.
once, shoots him again.
And honestly, he made a point to Gotham, like by shooting him. He made fun of him and invited him to the show. like I totally got where Joker was coming from and like why he basically just reasoned with the audience like us why he shot him.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so organic.
And it was kind of the same thing that when he was in the bathroom with Thomas Wayne and he's like, why are you people just so fucking rude? Then just socks him in the face.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're toast. That's what you brought it up to me earlier. It's like, I'm surprised. I thought they were totally going that Joker was going to kill.
Yeah, no, because he had every reason to.
Yeah.
He thought he was his father. He treated him like shit. His mother lied to him about him and all that. Like, I was like...
I do like when that random goon kills both of them, she freaking grabs the beads too.
Yeah, no, that was nice.
The comic book flair of the the pearls
right.
flying.
You're right.
I like that.
There was so much just little things throughout the movie. There was so much detail. Like, as much as I want to watch it again to catch everything, dude, I honestly don't think I have, like... I feel like that just took a toll on me.
I probably will watch it again.
Like, I don't feel like I'm going to sleep good tonight. Like, I don't feel good about myself.
That movie was
rooting
so
for the bad
great.
guy. But I'll probably watch it again just to like pay more attention to random stuff around.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. But
Dude,
honestly, I'm fine with just watching it once for now. Like,
I'd watch it for the last 30 minutes, man. The last 30 minutes were just insane. It's the real Joker in real life.
And I feel like... Oh, shit. What was I about to say? I feel like... I mean, we are recording this immediately after because we just wanted to get our thoughts up right away. But I feel like I feel like I need this to marinate in my soul for like a week. And then like really gauge how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going below great. This is great. I can't believe they're getting away with this. I mean, they're getting a shit ton of crap on social media.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally against. Because
shit ton of crap from people that are just assholes to be assholes, though.
Yeah, but that's our media these days. I was like, I was at the gym, super random. CNN was talking about some baloney story. Fox News is talking about banning vapes. Like, dude, we're going down, man. We are going down.
Dude,
but,
the
like,
news. Man.
Yeah, we're going down.
But
I
that's
was like,
on another episode.
Yeah, I was like, this, like, the media backlash is baloney. But I get it now because, dude, I mean, even though when I was like 14, I would probably sneak in to see this movie, but like, that should not be seen by anyone like under 16 at least. It says
it's rated R
18
and
or 17
it
for rated
should
R
be
movies.
strictly enforced.
Yeah, dude, like.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I get where people are coming from when they said maybe it's like provocative in some ways. But an average normal person would take it as just a really deep movie. I don't think it's provocative.
I don't think there's any reason for anyone to be like, huh, I should do that. Because there's
you
movies
gotta be
way worse
up.
with actual... Like, the story is about someone with a fucked up mind goes and shoots up school or anything. And this movie is just a comic book movie, not really comic book, more real life based, but it's not in any way trying to say that this is like something that's good if you've been treated badly.
The whole thing was a guy that's just he's insane, depression, whole 9 yards, that has reached out for help and has just been shit on, punched down, just fucked up for anything he's trying to do good. Yeah. Anything he tries to do good, even though he knows, even though he thinks he can, but he can't, like the comedy, just gets shit on. And then sees his icon that he just worships shit on him. His mom shit on him. Literally anyone just shits on him.
Yeah.
Even though the constant cries out for help on him. And then his whole little monologue at the end where he's like, the rich just shit on the poor, rich get richer, poor get poorer type shit. It was literally just like reaching out for help and didn't get it. And I'm fucking over it because I'm mentally insane.
Yeah. And it was perfectly depicted, I believe.
So,
what do you think about this origin story, though, compared to other ones?
I mean, I'm biased because comic book guy.
Yeah.
I like the Joker not having an origin story.
Yeah.
Having it just be a mystery. But, like, I think that was perfectly done for what they were going for.
For an origin story that was made, I really liked it. I still enjoy Killing Joke, where he's a failing comedian already, and he's got the wife and a future baby, and then he falls into the vat of acid. I really like that one. This one's also really good, but I prefer for Joker to be completely mysterious.
Yeah,
No one
I
knows
feel like that
anything
just
about
makes
him.
it. But like, I feel like what they were going for, 10 out of 10. If I can give it higher, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going on my Rotten Tomatoes after this. 5-star in this bitch because that was fire.
Yeah,
But
amateur reviewers right here.
yeah. So, what did we not like? Because I feel like we can't like every single thing that happened in the movie.
That's a good question. I don't even think I even thought of that.
I'd probably need time to think about it, but I could probably rub one out right now.
I just my one was there was that couple poorly mistimed comedy beats for me, but that's it. But that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. That's why I don't like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 that much.
One thing I don't like is how like obvious what was gonna. All right, so what I didn't like was at the beginning when he gets jumped by those kids. It's like, oh, typical in a movie about like feeling bad for a guy. I was like, okay, a couple teenagers fuck him up. I was like, I don't really like that because it's like happened so many times. You're so used to it, you kind of want something different. But I get why they did it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if they didn't have it, I'd be fine with it.
That was really, I liked that because it really gave this man just got beat up by a bunch of 15-year-olds. Like, this is a weak man.
Yeah.
Like, to have been over scene, like, it really just laid it out like, this is a pathetic dude. I mean, I hate to be, oh my god, masculinity culture. But, like, this dude just got beat up by a bunch of 15-year-olds and got taken out by a cardboard sign.
Yeah.
Like, this is a weak man.
And the way he walks throughout the movie, if you notice that, like at the beginning, he's all slouched down.
If you look at, I referenced that in our trailer review, because I know exactly where you're going.
Yeah. And then by the end of the movie, he's got his chin up, walking around like he's the man. I love that.
That's something I noticed in the trailer, and it was a big thing I brought up during our trailer review, because like, you literally just starts off all slumped and shit, and then he's just like,
at the scene where he's
I'm
like,
a man.
I love when he comes around that corner in his little apartment complex with the flowers in his hand, and he's just like walking. Like,
yeah, he's walking to the show. He's just
I
like,
own this.
I'm the
bitch.
fucking man.
I love that.
I think he was feeling himself when he got into the. What was the show called? The Robert De Niro.
I don't remember his
The
Henry.
Murray Franklin show.
Oh, I was not. I wasn't even close.
Murray Franklin show.
Murray
Live with
Franklin
Murray
show.
Franklin.
Like, as soon as he like walked out, he felt himself. I don't know if that was him just acting because of the audience, but like,
no, I think that's just him.
it came out because he even rehearsed what he was going to do, and he didn't even do that. He like knew what he was going to do, and he was so excited when he asked him for a joke.
Oh my
And like,
dude,
back in
that
rehearsals,
entire
he already
right
knew
when he
what was
sat
going
down,
on.
I was on edge.
No, yeah, that
dude.
whole time, it was so intense. I was like, holy fuck, I already know what's gonna happen, but I'm so scared.
Yeah, for the first time, he like asked him for a joke. He like pulls
Pulls his
the
notebook
book
out.
out
Yeah.
first. You think he was gonna pull out the
Dude.
gun.
Dude, thinking about that whole thing just made me bummed out. God,
Bummed
But-
out about what?
it's just so like depressing. Like that whole thing, like really just brought him on the show to make fun of him, and he's really trying. Oh my god.
Very true.
But I thought what was gonna happen at the end when they're taking away in the cop car. I thought they were gonna like, crowd was just gonna like surround the car
Yeah.
and break him out. But that diversion of just a fucking ambulance just.
Boom.
I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, please don't be dead. Like when they pulled him out of the car,
Right.
I was like, please don't be dead. Then he comes up, it's like, yeah, cheering for the fucking
Starts
psycho
dancing.
killer. Yes.
Starts dancing.
Oh, and how he takes the blood from his nose and
Yeah.
just makes.
I
his
wish
smile face.
they would have.
I love that.
I wish they would have ended on that.
I know that would have
Just
been
the
a nice
scene of
ending.
him doing that and then turning around and just
Uh-huh.
and then have it cut there.
You know?
That's what I would have liked. But that ending was weird. Like I don't know. Like that just last ending scene. I mean, was it a dream? Probably not. I hope not. But
So I was talking to my buddy before all this, and he told me how like maybe this is all a dream, and that's what kind of like fucks up the ending a little bit.
yeah, but I think because he killed the chick.
Yeah, I mean, this movie is gonna be a one and done.
Yeah.
So why would they make it a dream? There's no point.
I feel like it would just really just ruin the entire movie.
And plus, if it was a dream of his, wouldn't he be the one to kill Thomas and Martha Wayne?
Probably.
Like, yeah, that would be like.
Why? And you think he'd just walk out of there, not get in the cop car and get ran by a fucking ambulance?
Yeah.
And how it ends.
Yeah.
Bloody footprints after he just got like
Yeah.
off
Then the guy. See, that was another thing. I did, like the guy chasing him after.
Yeah.
And then, like, I wouldn't have minded if he like just like walked away, but then he like Scooby Dooed it like.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, that's a little much.
Yeah. But overall, great movie. Honestly, I loved
Didn't like
it.
anything?
And dude, honestly, I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't think. Do you guys think you guys dislike something that really stood out to you?
Nope.
I didn't dislike the ending, but I was just a little iffy about it. And then just that one other thing.
Like I was telling you guys, I thought it was an end on the TV screens going out, and I was like, no.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
not like this.
I would've
Not
been mad
like
with
this.
that.
Not like this. But, so, I think we're done with our discussion here. But I want to get you have to summarize your entire thoughts, recommendations, anything in a couple sentences. Arrows.
Wonderful movie. Definitely give it a watch. Be on your toes if you're not that big of a gory fan. And just don't think that it's going to be a typical comic book movie. Not even like Watchmen. It's going to be a fucked up movie. And it's definitely nothing you've seen before. So yeah.
Yeah. You guys have probably already seen it if you've made it this far in. But honestly, I believe it was one of the best. I mean, there's not very. I was gonna say one of the best villain movies I've ever seen, but there's not very many of those, so there's not really. But honestly, if there were any, this would be like the Dark Knight of superhero movies. One of the best, and I think it'll stay this way for years to come. It's honestly so great, super deep. It got me fucking chills, bro. Heebie-jeebies, straight up. And honestly, like, I don't know what more to say. It. I loved how they played Joker. It was just like the Joker should be in real life, and I loved how they brought in like the whole mental awareness thing. Everything was great, I believe.
So I'm gonna go shorter because time, but I think this is gonna be a cult classic. This is movies that we remember forever.
Yes.
I personally think Joaquin Phoenix deserves the Oscar for this movie. Mm-hmm. What he did was absolutely insane. I loved this movie. I will not cop it on Blu-ray just because, as previously stated, I don't think I can rewatch this movie for a while.
By the way, one thing I don't
have time.
Don't have time?
I'm sorry.
All right.
But I think it's going to be a cult classic. Best villain movie I've ever seen. Joaquin Phoenix deserves an Oscar. And I thank you guys for coming in. Join this conversation with us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please tune in. We are back on the grind.
Finally got the fucking poster up.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.